Ladies and gentlemen, you have asked, so I have answered. How to get unlimited fodder in FC25 is back, and today I've got a step-by-step guide showing you exactly what you need to do, all of the steps, and how easy it is to get unlimited fodder. Now, if you're new around here, all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and subscribe. And as usual, guys, if you do want to buy some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be able to buy players like this, or this, and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout, and enjoy your new team. Now, for anyone doubting this method, I want to run through the icons that I have got so far after getting tons of fodder, dumping them into icon SBCs, rinse and repeat. We've got Zidane, we've got Maldini, we've got ourselves Sauer, we've got Angura, we've got Charlton, we've got Cafu, we've got Coman, we've got Alberto, we've got Eto'o, we've got Thuram, we've got Ferdinand, we've got an absolute ton. Now, why do I not have many more? Because I put the bad icons, of course, into the icon SBCs and repeat that process. Now, I want to go through everything, so if you're new around here, I'm going to go through all the bits. If you've been to the channel before, some of this you may recognize. Now, of course, that always starts with the store, and that being your daily preview packs. This is something that a lot of people forget exists. They forget to do it, and it's absolutely worth doing. Now, I know that that is not a good preview pack, but that's the beauty of a preview pack. I don't have to pay for it. I get to see it, and sometimes they're insane. Before we get into any SBCs or any crafting, you want to check your objectives. Namely, you want to see if there's anything you can do easily. I mean, first of all, the rush points objective. For me, I can play one game of rush. I walk away with an 81 times 3. That's not bad going. Now, if I spend a couple, maybe an hour, I say, on rush, I get all of these done realistically and an 84 times 5. Now, that's good. Maybe some of you don't want to spend an hour on rush. Maybe you do. I personally might, because feeling a little bit ill, probably won't do anything else tonight, which means I can get that done, watch some TV. Fantasy FC rush, once again, same situation. We can get a load done in these objectives, so it's absolutely worth it. And then you've got your grassroots greats rush, which I think contribute to each other anyways. You can get a lot of these ticked off just in the same games. Then you can have a look at if there's anything near in your season. So for example, I can go ahead and maybe knock out 2 squad battles games, which will get me a load of XP, which will then do me my season pass, or check if there's anything like the Fantasy FC League or Cup that you are close to. Me personally, I'm never touching this game mode again. It was one of the most horrible experiences of my life, but I'm sure some of you are going to tell me it's really easy. So some of you will be able to enjoy it. I did not. And there is more of the horror to remind me. Now, what I have done is I've built some of the SBCs that we are going to be needing for this earlier. But what I will show you first of all, before we go through that, is some of the other ones that I haven't yet built. Now, we've got things like your Born Legend and Rising Star. And I think people don't understand how actually damn good these are. So what you get back is a small silver players pack, and you also get a common gold players pack. Now, the average, if you were to complete every icon right now, which there is in total around 16 icons, I think off the top of my head, yeah, there is 16, you're going to walk away with around 5k per set. So that is on average. That means that some sets you may get 1.5 to 2,000 coins. The quick sell value of the 2 packs is about 2k roughly, and you may get 7 or 8. You may even get an inform or a promo card. On average, across all of them, you walk away with around 80,000 coins, 5k per set. Now, what is so good about these SBCs, the absolute just star about them, is that they are literally free. So how do we get them for free? It's 11 bronze rares and it's 11 silver rares. And funnily enough, we have an SBC that refreshes every single day that gives us more than enough for this challenge. You've got the daily bronze, the daily silver, and the daily gold. Now, what's perfect with this is all you need is free commons. So what we can do is pop the free common silvers in, the free common bronzes in, and we're going to get rares and commons back. Now, with the commons, you can leave those. They're going to go into the daily gold upgrade, which makes things very easy. So you can take those commons, slot them into these 2 SBCs, and then you've got them completed. So you walk away after doing these 2 challenges for a total of 6 cards with 44 gold cards and a completely free set of one of your Born Legend and Rising Stars. So there's no payment for it. You don't have to pay any coins. You've literally got that completely free. Now, of course, we can do this every day, and that's going to get you every single icon completed. A lot of you will have your bronzes and your silvers that you haven't used. For example, from the recent promo with the grassroots greats, we got a ton of those that I'm sure a lot of you still have. Now, if you're watching this further down the line, that's okay. This daily SBC is still going to be here. We've still got those options, and I'm sure, as I say, a lot of you will have some of those cards laying around. Now, once you've got this coin return, the important thing to do next is the marquee matchup. So basically, this is going to come out every single week. If you don't do it already, you need to start doing it. You walk away, and we do need to remove him because that is a beautiful Sunderland player. 5 sets of You walk away each week with 5 sets of packs. Those 5 sets of packs are guaranteed to give you profit. Marquee matchups costs on average around 12,000 coins, usually 10 to 12. A lot of times that you can use that daily gold upgrade that we've got in order to help you complete it. So you're going to be able to knock a few thousand coins off of that. But even if you only knock a tiny bit off, that's around 10,000 coins for this SBC, which is perfect because you then make 25k. So it's 15,000 coins profit as a sort of minimum. I mean, if you get an inform, a promo card, a good walkout, anything like that, you are making far more. Of course, I'm going to show you what the return of a marquee matchups looks like now, so you get a good idea of exactly what we're going to get back for this. But as you imagine, if you've done some of those icons, maybe you've even done 3 or 4. If we say the average, as we said, is 5k, 4 of those is going to get you 20k. That's going to cover more than your marquee matchups. Then the marquee matchups is going to add a minimum of 15k of profit onto that. So you're walking away in total with sort of 35k, and all you've done is the marquee matchups and a few Born Legend and Rising Stars. Now, the reason this is so profitable is that extra pack that you get back for it, not just the 4 completing the SBC, but also that 5th pack. So you're getting quite a lot back. Prime Gold players, Tradeable is a very solid pack. So we're going to open all the things that I have Tradeable in the store right now because all of them are from the marquee matchup. So let's get those popped open. So you've got the 82 combo upgrades we have at the moment, but that is not what we've come for. So we want the rare mixed players pack first, and we're going to do a rough estimate of each pack and what we're getting as a return from it. I'm not going to do it exactly, but I will be fair so that we know roughly what we're looking at. The first pack, I mean, that is a very good start. We've got Madison there. We're going to say 4,000 coins for an 85 rated card. If we just have a look at the silvers, a lot of these are going to be duds. Of course, you could use these in your Born Legend and Rising Star as well. But from the look of this pack, the reality is these are all going to be quick sold. So we've got 4k on our Madison. We've walked away with another 3k from these guys. That's actually... So we're starting nicely with 7,000 coins. Now, next, we've got the Prime Mixed Players pack. Of course, one walkout really is going to make this a really, really crazy return. So that's what we're hoping for. One walkout or an inform is always the best case scenario here. Now, once again, nothing crazy from the silvers. Silvers, I usually don't know the price of, so it is about just checking these. Sometimes you can kind of see based on the league and things like that, and we will obviously check this guy here because he is a... Okay, that's good. So because he is one of the Sud America cards or the Libertadores cards, we would actually keep him and use him in those SBCs, but if not, it's 2k. So we will put that in the total. So that's 2k there. We've then got that there. So we're looking at, from this pack, 3k, first pack 7k, 10k back so far. So what we'd spend on the SBC, we've already got back, and we've got 3 packs to go. Hit the small Prime Gold Players pack. Once again, no walkout, which is a shame. We've got Trippier, Areola, Makis, nothing crazy from any of these guys. So we will take the coins there. 2.5k. We probably could get a little bit more by actually selling these cards individually. So we will say we're on about 13,000 coins as it stands if we were to have actually really sold things out. No walkout again, which is a little bit gutting. I'm a little bit disappointed with that, as we would like to see at least 1 per set. We've got Akpoguma. I just thought he would be quite expensive. I don't know why. That card just looked like it would go for a bit. So we're looking now at another 3k. So we're on 16k. If we can make 4k in this last pack, pretty good. We've made a 10k profit. If we can make more, we've made hopefully a 15k profit. Any walkouts? No walkouts in the set. No informs. So it was actually a bad set. We have got another 85, so on top of our 16k, that's going to add another 4 as a very minimum. I mean, it looks like maybe 4.5, so we'll say we're on 20.5k. Then okay, we've got an 84, so that's going to be another probably 1.5k, so we're on 22k, and then we quick sell this 4k. So we've made 26 from the marquee matchup. So in total, we've got a 16k profit, and that was modest. We haven't really sold everything or broken it down very well. Now, with our coins, our newfound 26k, 16k profit, we've made a load from the other SBCs. We can do a set of the Premium Mixed League upgrade. Now, I know that is the boogeyman of SBCs. I know some people really don't like to do it. It's not something that is particularly loved by a lot of people. But despite that, it is one of the best SBCs in the game. It is one of the best SBCs you will come across, and it is incredibly easy to complete. You saw then I had some wrong players in. I'd used a solver to pick me the players, and I'd just gone and bought them. Obviously, one of them has moved. Diego Carlos is now in the Prem, so it bought the wrong version. But it's so damn easy to do this SBC. One thing that I was absolutely bewildered by is that Naby Keita is in the Bundesliga now. That is crazy. We did actually buy his Bundesliga card there as well. So this is the full squads. They're incredibly cheap. Obviously, if you were to have these in your club, it's, you know, they're worthless players, not going to cost you anything. The problem is, and the only problem with this is the Lib and Sud squads. Now, the reason being, Lib and Sud cards are not cheap. Lib and Sud cards are some of the more expensive cards that you will find in the game. And that is because, I mean, for their rating anyway, that is because they are simply used in this SBC. Now, what's good is they've changed the requirements. Previously, you needed multiple of the higher rated cards. Now you only need 1 or 2, and you can have them 2 per team as opposed to 1 per team. So that's the big problem with that SBC. But what I'm going to show you is me popping open those packs to show you how easy it is to get a return and repeat that SBC. A lot of people struggle with this process, but it is the process to get unlimited packs. So although it's strenuous, although it's annoying, getting a load of packs, a load of opportunities at big cards, a load of opportunities at more coins is always worth it. Now, we don't really want to lose anything here. So whether or not it's cards that we're getting coins for, you don't want to be quick selling dupes that are not going to get you anything. So if it's going to be tradable dupe that you can transfer in and out, cool, we'll get some coins back. You do not want to be going for nothing options. Now, straight off the bat, we can use a lot of what we're getting in these in order to repeat the SBC. And that's kind of why this works so well, is what you get out, you can put back in. Now, we get 3 untradeable packs, 2 tradable packs. Now, this is probably one of the worst sets you can get. I've not had any informs so far. I've not had any walkouts so far. And sometimes what I will say, and I know that some people won't believe this, or maybe you haven't come across this before, but the pack weight is different at certain times of the day. So right now, where a lot of these packs have been pretty trash, that is a pack weight thing that's going on currently. Now, if you come across this, the best thing that you can do is wait and open packs later. But I'm making a YouTube video that has to go out in the next 20-30 minutes, so I can't do that. But just so you understand, if the packs are really bad, it's okay to hold off and open them later. As much as some people might think that's a superstition, I actually don't think it is. Now, firstly, this is our first banger that we've got. So we've got a silver card who seemingly, if we have a look through here, is worth 5,000 coins. Now, there's one there at 3k. We're going to have to scroll up because it's got that glitch there. But we've got a silver player worth basically 4k probably. We've got Danny Olmo worth 1.5. So we've got 5.5k back from those. We can quick sell Herrera. We can... Let's just have a look at him. Yeah, we can quick sell that guy. We can probably quick sell all of these. I'm just going to take the bet that we can. So that's going to give us another 1.5k roughly. Let's work that out fairly. So we've walked away from this pack with about 8k before we've touched our 83s and anything else here. So this is probably 2k between these two. So that's another 10. So it's 10 in total, sorry. And then we've got between these two players, I mean, if we're being realistic, it's another quick sell. So what we've actually walked away with from that is around 11.5k. Now, this final pack is the big dog of this SBC, and we've been absolutely dogged. That's terrible. Now, we've walked away in total. Let's get this one divvied out, and I can tell you exactly what we've made from these packs. I think actually the pack before this was the better one, which is, you know, explains why it was better. So if we have a look here, we've made 2.6 without getting rid of any of these players. I'm going to be realistic and say we're going to get rid of all those. So it's 5.5 that we've realistically made from that. Now, the last pack we made 11.5. So what we've actually walked away with is 17k from an SBC that cost you just under 20k. So we've made a marginal loss, but we've also got players back. And for those of you who understand how this works, you're going to see very quickly, or maybe you don't understand how this works, you're going to see very quickly why it works. So let's imagine the only thing I've really got rid of there is the tradables. That's 2 packs worth. I have 3 packs worth of players. So what you've got to think is we've spent 2k on this SBC because of what we've got back in terms of coins. So I've spent 2k on 3 packs worth of players that can all pretty much go back into here. Now, the ones that can't go back into here are either silver or bronze. And what do you know? We can put them over here in our silver or bronze rare challenges. We can also use the bronzes and the silvers in the premium mixed league upgrade. We can also use them in the mixed league upgrade. You've got like a second version of the SBC that's a little bit cheaper. It's not as good, which is why it's not part of the method as like a directional method, but we can use the other players for it. We can then use our cards that maybe don't fit in or are a little bit too good in things like our 85 double, which if you're watching later down the line may not be available, but there will be an upgrade available that you can do. For current times, we've also got the 80 plus 1 of 3. Now, I actually preferred the 82 double that we had recently. I was doing quite a lot of those and they were coming quite clutch for me. But in the meantime, I can do the 80 plus one of free. They're both very good SBCs. Now, once you've got into this process, you can essentially repeat it with everything. You get high rated fodder very, very easily. Of course, you can go ahead and do icons, SBCs for players, and then you can also complete all of the challenges. So it's a brilliant SBC. If you need any help, drop a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.